Ep.25 show.
Tom, hey. I know she's following me up. Big boss man shit. Gang.
All the time, me and different hoes. Me and bro, we switching those. Hit her with a pick and roll. Tell her just to play a role. I ain't trying to take it slow. Playing on me like you low. And
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Yuppie.
And it's your boy Ade.
And welcome back
to another episode of Boss Talks. You already know the vibes, man. We got our boy Zay back in the building.
Mr. EVSL, he back with another one.
We're always happy to have you back, bro. You already know.
Always. My guy.
You already know, man. So today we have a good topic for you guys. And it is, how many chances is too many chances? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
You guys feel like you've given too many chances in your life? 'Cause I feel like I have.
Oh, yeah. I have.
I feel like I have.
Oh, yeah. But you feel me? As one of the hosts, I'm gonna just give the courtesy to our brother Zay. Let us know, what do you think is, or do you even deserve a second chance? Like, do we even deserve a second chance as human beings?
I think it depends what we get a second chance for, and if are we actually changing after the first chance. Okay. Like, I don't think we deserve a second chance if we're gonna do the same thing over again, or we didn't learn from it, or we didn't actually change. Then I think there's no point of the second chance.
I understand that. I would agree with that. I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. I feel like nobody is perfect.
Right.
Even if you see it from your perspective, you never know what's going on in somebody else's life. You never know how it is walking in their shoes, or how it is walking in their footsteps, or how you would react in that same situation. Yeah. So that's where I feel like everybody does deserve a second chance in that. But like you did say, if there's not going to be any change behind it, then that's where there's a problem. I don't think everybody is going to deserve that second chance. Right. There's no change behind it, because it has to be action. There has to be change behind that second chance. There has to be promise behind it. There has to be a reason for getting that.
There has to be action besides just words.
Exactly. There has to be a reason for you to get that second chance.
I got a quick question for both of y'all.
Yeah.
Do you think people deserve a third chance?
No, I'm gonna answer that. But
fool me one time, can't put the blame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me two times. Yeah. What is it? The J. Cole song?
Shame
on third time.
Third time, shame on me. But I ain't gonna lie, for me, I believe we do deserve a second chance, but circumstantial. And then if we go into a third chance now, it's like at what point am I just being a fool? Just giving you opportunities to take advantage of it.
Take advantage, right.
So I would say is you can get a second chance if it's not detrimental to me, the people I love, or the things I want to achieve in life. Right. So I'm not gonna give like if you screw me over in an opportunity for me to rise up the ladder of success, why would I give you another opportunity, even if you are sincere or you're apologetic about it?
That's why I was skeptical on it, because it's like, I think people take advantage of the second chance.
Yes, I believe that too.
I think so. I think so.
People take the second chance as like
a gateway to just do what they want.
Yeah, I could do it again if I got away with it.
Get away with
it. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly, I'm not gonna give a person a third chance, depending on how severe a third chance is. Like if you did me wrong, let's just say circumstantial. Me as a man, I'm not about to sit around and get cheated on and then say, baby, you know what? Come back.
That's anything.
Like, that's just me though. Like,
definitely circumstantial.
That's just not happening. And we've seen it. We've seen it happen a lot of times out here. So guys and women, you feel me? They'll give their partner another chance, and then they're surprised that they do it again.
They do it again,
and then again, and then again. But at some point, why are you mad at the person you're giving the chances to?
Right.
You got to be mad at yourself.
And there's a difference between giving another chance and forgiveness. There's a difference between that. Like, you can forgive the person and
still be distant with them.
And still be distant. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not saying not to forgive anybody.
You can forgive, but I'm not going to give you another chance to do the same thing against you.
No. I'll forgive you
from a distance.
From a distance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? From a distance.
Because you show me who you are.
Exactly.
You showed your true colors.
And then at that point, the only person that you're going to be hurting is yourself by giving that person another chance. Depending on how bad of the thing that they did to you is. Like you said, it's very circumstantial. And cheating is one of the circumstances where that's zero tolerance after that. Non-negotiable.
For me, that's a two-way street. Like, if I'm in a committed relationship, I'm not going to cheat on my partner. Because at the end of the day, for all of that, I'll just be single.
Exactly.
For me, I would, to each their own, but I would just tell you, why would you put your significant, if you love them, why would you do that to them? Just be alone. Do you by yourself. Don't drag a person down. But hey, some people are just wicked out here, and then for that, that's why you don't deserve a second chance. But hey, but I would ask you guys just another example that we're gonna throw out there. Let's say you're at work. It's not as severe, right? You chilling with Tommy and Billy, from you got Jaquan in the back, something like that. And you feel me? They talking about your man's. From your boy Jaquan in the back, they talking about him. How would you guys feel if would you give them another chance to continue to talk about your friend, or are you gonna stand up for him? Because that's another form of another chance to show your own character or to show lack of character. Are you going to defend your friend to those two, or are you going to turn your back?
I would defend my friend. I wouldn't just sit there, especially if that's my friend. I wouldn't just sit there and let somebody bash his name.
But I'm saying, when you say second chance, you mean like now do I look at them different because they were talking about my man's too?
Yeah.
Because I would think
they talking about you
too. They would talk about me.
Yeah.
Like that too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'll be like, if you talking about Jaquan like that,
shit, you talking about me.
When I'm not around, or maybe Jaquan is around to hear you talk about me.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And that happens a lot in the workplace. He said in the workplace.
Yeah, right? Work. No, I ain't gonna lie.
They
work
talking
is
a lot of shit.
Very shiesty out
bro.
there. Very shiesty. They two-faced.
And they will smile in your face, and they just said something bad about you, and they will smile in your face.
I've seen that so many times. It's truly disgusting.
They will, bro. So that's why I just look at everything. I take everything with a grain of salt, especially at work.
As far as the second,
I love some of my coworkers. Though. I know some of y'all watching this.
Hey, I support y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, sharing too.
But
the real know who they are.
As far as the second chance with it, I wouldn't. I would look at it like that's, I don't know, like you're being messy though. Like, so I wouldn't weird. Like that talking behind each other's back shit and then be So to me, in that case, I wouldn't give a second chance in that specific
circumstance. I agree. All right, that's a fact.
If I hear somebody talking shit about somebody else, I hear that, I wouldn't want to be a friend with that person at all.
You do it to me.
I wouldn't want that.
You do it to me.
But I ain't gonna lie, we live in a time where that's normal. That's normal to at least have at least a two side, like being like a coin, having two sides to yourself. Especially when you're with a friend and then somebody like frenemies. There's so many people out here that have frenemies that they'll dab each other up, but then when they get around some other people, they just talk about them. Don't do that at home. That's some female stuff.
That drama.
That's some female. If a man doing that, hey, you gotta rethink yourself. Don't do that. And if you're a woman doing that, hey, you gotta be a grown ass woman. Not do that.
But women love drama, bro.
Yeah,
they love it. They like talking about people. They like hearing the scoop about what this person did. What this person did. They always in somebody's business. Bro. I hate that drama.
Shade room. What else they got out here? Gossip. I don't know. All these other gossip blogs, but hey,
that's just what it is, man.
It is what it is.
But the next question. I know it's very circumstantial, like we said before. But how many chances do you guys think is too many chances? Where it's just like enough is enough. You know, this person's not going to change, or the situation's not going to change. They keep screwing me over. It's time to let it go.
I can't put a number on it, but I think you kind of answered the question in the question. I can't put a specific number like after the fourth time, but I do know like once I personally feel like I'm being taken advantage of. It could be the second time around. It could be the third. Okay. It could be it depends. But once I personally feel like, yo, enough is enough. This is my breaking point. Then I cut it off.
Okay.
Now, for me personally,
I can't put a specific number though.
For me personally, I would say a lot of situations I'll just give them one chance. Like even then, I shouldn't even have to give you a chance. You should already understand what to do and what not to. We have so many examples in this world of people doing wrong. You feel me? Me being who I am, I'm going to tell you what not to do to get me upset. And now, if you get me upset, that means you deliberately did it. So, like, why would I give you another chance to do it again? It's like if I heard this saying, I forgot where I heard it, but they said if a person could get you to anger quickly, they control you. So now, if I'm giving that person said opportunities to control me, then they have complete control over me. I'm not about to give a person another chance to get me out of character. I'm just gonna take you out the book. You ain't a character in the story no more.
You one and done.
Hey man, like drama rant, but we're gonna talk about that later.
I wouldn't say I'm one and done. I feel like I said, in
sometimes,
not even 3 strikes, but depending on the situation. But I said before that I think everybody deserves a second chance. Depending on the circumstance, depending on what it is, because some things are
some
just
things is
just not
unforgivable,
not negotiable,
bro.
Not negotiable. But if it's something like light, petty, like I say we could give an example. Maybe I don't know. What's a good example of something that is forgivable, given a second chance? What's a good example? Like a day-to-day scenario that happens to us all the time. But all right, you know what? I'll let it slide this time. But
somebody stepping on the back of your shoe.
come on, bro.
That's too.
That's too petty. You are petty king.
Unless
bro.
they did it on.
No. I'm gonna let it slide.
They did it on bullshit, like.
But you feel me? Now, if you stomp on the back of my
that's
heel,
on purpose though. That's not even that is not even. That's like one strike and you done.
Now I'm stepping back on your shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm petty.
Okay, so if it's done, if it's done with intent on purpose to purposely like get you mad, that's not. It's like we gonna have to either get it or like.
No, I'm stepping back on you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if it's by accident, okay.
You feel me? Or you on the train, somebody bump into you.
There you go. If it's by accident, okay. First time you say sorry, but if you do it again, then it's like, come on, bro. Like,
but I think
you gotta be careful. Watch
even
out.
those circumstances is like because I think those are more people we don't know.
Yeah.
That's random shit.
Okay, you know? So people
more
that we
like
do know that.
more like we friends and shit.
Yeah.
And something happened between us, and can we get past it?
Oh, so
that's better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would get.
Because the shit we talking about is like random.
That's random
we don't
people.
know.
Yeah, but with people in our actual lives.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't take my food out the fridge. Like that goes to family. Like y'all know I like to eat. Why you doing that? Like now you playing with me.
That's your pet peeve.
You gonna cut your family off because of that?
Nah, I ain't gonna cut them off. Now I'm gonna take their plate. But it's like, why we doing all of that? Just respect my boundary. I respect yours. I ain't gonna take your food. You don't take mine. But that's I'm giving them multiple chances.
Second chance.
I'm giving them multiple chances.
I think we just hit something right there.
Yeah.
Because I think what we basically just said without saying it is that depends on the person and the relationship we have with the person. We might be more lenient with the chances. We basically just were saying that. Like,
that's true.
So
from strangers to
blood, like we would be more lenient. Like, cause I'm be honest, like if like my sibling did something to me, I'm not cutting them off. That's my
But
sibling.
there's some people that will though. There's some people that will
at a point, but it's got to be something crazy. Like it got to be something that's extreme.
That goes back to what I said about the cheating situation, right? That's me speaking as just a man that if it's boyfriend girlfriend, but now let's say you in a 10-year relationship, 10-year marriage, are you letting something like that slide? Oh, one strike is done.
10 years? That's one strike done.
That's anything.
That's one strike done.
That's
for me. That's one strike done.
What y'all doing at home? Comment that down below. I want to know.
But you're right though. Some people will say that. Like I'm not throwing away 10 years off of one mistake. Some people will say that.
Some people will say that. I don't know. I honestly can't put myself in that because I don't know what mind state I would be in that time. You don't know if you got kids. You willing to throw away your whole family? Kids are like, hey, daddy gonna move out, y'all. Hey.
It's the level of betrayal that be like.
Now if it was going on for 5 years, for that 10 years, that's crazy.
How you know? How you gonna know?
We're going out there, man. We
right.
Number one inspectors out
How
here.
are you gonna
How
know?
you gonna know?
How are you gonna know?
You won't even know, bro.
I just thought of an example about going back to the thing I said with the friend, how many chances you could give.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like if your friend flakes on you multiple times, it's like can you really still be friends with that person after that? It's like one time, okay. 2 times, like
all right, do they
let you
know ahead of time? Or do they just not show
Even
up?
if they let you know ahead of time, it's like
at a point
at a certain point it's just like there's no point of continuing trying unless they come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But hey, what I would say is that's not always true all the time. Because hey, I'm just speaking for me as I am. They would always go out. Sometimes I just wouldn't be able to make it. They're still my brothers.
No, that's not flaking though. That's saying you don't want to go.
That's more saying like y'all can't make it.
Yeah.
Flaking is more like I'm gonna be there.
We're gonna go, and then something came up, and
I gave my word, and then
I
don't know where I just pulled it.
That's
and then you continuously doing that, you're not reliable at that.
No, you're not trustworthy. Your word is nothing.
So how many chances would y'all give y'all friend in that situation? Is maybe I say 2. 2.
I'm gonna have to have a real conversation.
It's done. That's it.
Because I'm gonna have to ask him, like, do you value me as a friend?
I wouldn't even go that far, bro.
But that's just me being the empath that I am. Like, I'm gonna try to understand you from your point of view. Like, what are you doing so important that you have to give me your word and then BS your way out?
I don't even think you even have to ask that, bro. It's like if people show you who they are, bro. The proof is there. They're showing you who they are or how they feel about you. It's just That's it. You just gotta see it.
Maybe
You gotta open your eyes and see it.
Yeah, for me, sometimes I just
You
like
trying to get the root of the problem.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
understand. I really want to understand how some people think.
That shit won't change them.
It might not change them, but it's gonna at least make me understand why that relationship should not even be a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? For me, a friendship is something that shouldn't be just thrown out the window, in my opinion. Like that's just me speaking as how many chances I want to give. I'm gonna try to continue to keep my friendship or any type of relationship I have if I know that I've known them for multiple years, I know their family, something like that. You feel me? Now I have some type of connection to them besides just me saying hi and bye.
That's what we were saying earlier with the leniency based on the relationship.
Yeah. It's circumstantial. That's what it is.
But let's switch it up though. You feel me? I already brought up my boy Ja Wick. For me, John Morant.
Ja Wick.
For me,
Number one shooter in the NBA.
Number one shooter. But he's at this point had 2 chances. We don't know what's going to be the action for me from this current most recent action. But how do y'all feel about that situation? Does he deserve another chance?
I would say,
or does he deserve multiple chances after this?
I would say he got his second chance.
He got his second chance. This is his third chance.
To me, this is him ruining his second chance. So it's like, it's there. Like it. I guess after that first chance he had, is like he showed that he didn't learn from it. Like he did it. He did his mistake, got his consequence, got his warning, and went out and did it again a couple months later. I think 2 months, if I'm being exact. So that's like back to what we were saying at the beginning of the episode. When you do give chances, and it's not to like just condemn Ja, but just generally.
Now he's a young man. You feel me? We all make mistakes, but
when you do give multiple chances, this is how it could turn out. They could do it again 2 months later.
Yeah. So he ain't even wait a year.
And I'm not saying Ja deserves this type of punishment or that. That's Adam Silver's job. But I'm saying
we don't get paid enough to even care.
Yeah. So,
but we're gonna talk about it though, because there's way too many people that follow Ja. Way too many of the youth that follow Ja.
He got a big following.
And I think the reason why he continues to do this because he don't care. He don't care who's following him. He's just doing what he want to do.
Do he know?
Man, you ain't making hundreds of millions of dollars not knowing.
I think the second situation, it was his friend that was recording him though, right? So it's even his friends that he gotta like watch out for with that too, because they put him in a compromising situation.
That's true.
But it is his fault for waving it around. But why are you recording that, knowing the situation he was already in before, and still putting it on the internet?
But then you know what that shows? That's the norm for him. That's the reg.
Yeah.
Like, that's how him and his friends roll around.
And I would honestly say his friend, as soon as he saw the gun, he put the phone down. They had to cut it frame by frame by frame to see him holding the gun up.
Was it on Instagram Live? Or
it was on live.
It was live.
So it's like, at some point, your friends can't protect you from yourself. You're going to do it either way, with your friends or without your friends.
Nah, but the people you're around definitely.
No, they put a barrier in your back.
That's
his choice. Hey, I'm not.
But if you know you got all that stuff in the car, you know that's what y'all do. Why bring out the phone and put it on live? That's putting yourself in a compromising situation.
Man,
especially if alcohol and drugs is involved.
You don't know what they've been on.
What you doing?
But they down south.
Another perspective that I was just thinking about while we talking about, you don't even know what that did to Ja and the dude who recorded it. Their relationship that could have messed up.
Probably ended it.
Because it's like, yo, bro, I'm about to lose millions. I'm about to lose endorsements.
I can't lie. You can't. Ja can't blame his
friend.
friend.
Even blame his friend.
I'm saying we don't know they dynamic. Like what happened? Yeah. What happened between them because of that?
But I damn sure know that he can't blame his friend for that.
No, he can't,
because he put himself in that situation.
He's
the millionaire.
Yeah, facts.
He's the breadwinner.
I know.
For me, you can protect yourself.
It starts and ends with Ja Morant.
For me, he can protect himself down south.
And then this is his second go round.
But you doing it online.
It's not like a first year. No, this is second go round. It's like, bro,
I don't know.
He already got. That's what I was saying. This is his second chance.
Yeah,
that he's ruining. So
I feel like he fumbled a major bag.
Crazy.
But what I would say,
crazy.
I would say just to play devil's advocate on that point, he really didn't though, because Nike they put a halt on his shoes. And then they reopened it again.
But that was after the first time.
No, that was after the second time too.
After the second time too?
It sold out.
Even if he don't, let's say he don't lose that endorsement, his image is tainted forever. Like I'm telling you, bro.
The older generation before us,
like
they're gonna look at him and say, "Nah, we don't."
Even he could still jump it, he still got the same vertical bounce. He still could It's not that he
But
messed
we're gonna
up.
know him for that.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna know him.
His reputation is ruined.
It's ruined. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's not really nothing about his talent or his money or his pockets. Even if they didn't take money from him.
That's true. So what I would say is we have Ja on one spectrum, right? That's had multiple chances. Feel me? What he may do with his chances is on him at the end of the day. But let's look at our brother Kyrie Irving on the other end.
Oh wait, before we get to Kyrie Irving, I want to say one more thing about Ja. Like how we were saying before, how everything is circumstantial.
Yeah.
Do you think another NBA player that's a lesser caliber than Ja Morant will get that same?
Nah, they out the league.
That same chance.
They out the league.
I think no.
They out the league.
Yeah.
They out the league after
so
the
that
first
goes
chance.
back to my point. Everything is circumstantial. That's not fair though. That's not fair at all.
But
that's like it's not.
But you gotta remember the NBA benefits from having him, like
stars. Yeah.
They like it's a given. Like they benefit.
They sell him. They sell his image.
It's money. It's a business at the end of the day.
That's why
they know that.
But that's why Ja Morant knows that, and that's why he's taking advantage.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I think he knows.
And then that's why I say, can we really be giving out second chances like nothing? Because then they look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Like, I know I can get away with this.
Exactly. I know how much money I'm bringing to the franchise.
Exactly. If you bring in a company billions of dollars, they're not going to care. They're going to close. They're going to turn a blind eye.
I know what I can get away with.
And that's why Kyrie Irving is acting the way he can act out, because he knows he's a superstar talent and he can get away with a lot.
But Kyrie's situation is different because he got dropped, actually. Because for whatever everybody knows his situation. But he got dropped from him. So what I would say is, speaking of a certain group of people can get you dropped and a loss of all your endorsements, but waving guns around, influencing kids won't get that drop. Why? What is the determining factor? What differentiates it?
Religion.
Some people gonna say, hate crime, for me.
Yeah.
But we seeing all the shootouts and all the gun violence all around the world, not only in the Black community. We've seen it in the schools, we've seen it on the beaches, we've seen it just in broad daylight. For me, just people having shootouts and massacres out on the streets.
Once religion is involved, bro, it's a whole different topic. Because wars have been started over religion, bro. You know this in history.
Facts.
Once religion is involved, everything is out the window.
Like you could legally have a gun,
and
have permit to carry, and
exactly.
All that. So, but you can't go against someone's religion.
Nah, that's another level of disrespect. So that's not going to tolerate.
I think that's hate crime.
Yeah,
it is. That's what I'm saying. So I think.
But even with all of that, though, Kyrie's still in the league, though.
And he's still going to sign a max contract.
He's still in the league. He's still going to get paid.
He's going to get paid.
Y'all think he deserved not to?
No, I think he does.
Absolutely.
I think he deserves it.
Everybody has the right to have an opinion. Hey, I don't agree with everybody's opinion, but everybody needs to have an opinion.
Like I said before, if a lesser player, like say a Dylan Brooks, did some shit like that,
he's been gone.
Yeah, man, they already trying to send Dylan Brooks out the league for talking back to about LeBron. Like,
I think, it's true. Depending on the type of player you are,
the more you can get away with, which is kind of crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, we could go read. There's a lot of celebrities that have had multiple chances, and it's only because of their fame.
Like,
shoot, all love to my brother Michael Vick. I mean, he did his time in jail, but he came out of jail to get a news anchor job. While other people out of jail is getting those type of chances.
No.
Even NFL players that are of lower status than Michael Vick.
I think some people though got it depends. It really depends. And I think it depends what they do. I think, believe it or not, as another example of celebrity, I think Chris Brown's situation, he'll
never forget that.
But he was never looked at the same after that.
They'll never let him.
He's still Chris Brown though.
He still got so many chances. Yo, we heard, we didn't see it, but we heard what he did to my boy Usher. Hey, you can't do that to Usher, man.
But I'm talking, you know
you can't do that to Usher,
but you know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Hey,
the Riri situation.
Love you, Rihanna. But hey, he's never gonna let that down.
But I'm saying
he got a stigma behind him.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like as time has passed, I think people don't look at him like that no more.
Yeah, but he's lost a lot from it.
He's lost a lot.
Like as big as
he's lost a lot of opportunities.
I had a conversation. That's what I was about to say. I had a conversation about it. Like I think one day, one year we was watching the Super Bowl. And we like, why Chris Brown never do the Super Bowl? And then we like, we know why they're never gonna book him for that.
Yeah,
he's never gonna do the halftime show because of what he did.
And Rihanna just did one. Yeah.
So I'm saying he did, like you said, he did lose
opportunities on top of opportunities.
He might have got a second chance because he was still able to be a big artist.
Yeah,
but he lost
millions of dollars for companies.
He lost stuff too. Like
Yeah.
And his reputation was tainted forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
All right, so for me, enough about the celebrities. For me, because we don't idolize nobody. Everybody human. At the end of the day, for me, if they gonna get second chances, shit, we should get second chances too. But that's besides the point. Now,
So,
what I would ask y'all is, or Ade, you want to ask it?
yeah. So the final question would be: is who is to blame? Is it the person that is giving out all these second chances, or is the person that is taking advantage
The
of the
person
second
asking for
chances?
forgiveness. Yeah.
I would say, to me, I would blame the person that's taking advantage.
Taking advantage of
The
it.
reason why, yeah, you could say the person that's keep giving the chances is like, I don't know, weak or something. You
I wouldn't
could they
say.
kinda
I wouldn't
weak,
say
but
weak. I would say
too much of a
simple.
pushover. I don't know. Too much of
I
a
wouldn't even say
pushover.
simple minded. I would just say
Being a
gullible. Gullible.
Gullible, naive, pushover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what type of person are you in character wise to keep like
Taking advantage of
taking
them.
advantage of something like
I think it's circumstantial. That's
this
the
whole
key
shit?
word. Circumstantial.
That's the
bro.
key word of the
That's
day.
the key word
For
because
real.
I feel like the
Circumstantial.
person that is giving out all these chances
Mhm.
is like calculate. It's a calculated risk. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna
Yeah.
gain. They probably see some gain from giving these chances out. We could use the NBA as an example. They took a calculated risk on the Kyrie Irving situation, the John Moran situation, whatever it is, because they know the revenue
Yeah,
that
The down
those
end they can
players
get,
are going to
yeah.
bring to their brand. So it's
Facts.
like, even though they acting out like this, we're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let them come back.
At least to
They bring
some
us
extent.
millions and millions and millions of dollars to some extent. You know what I'm saying? So it's a calculated risk that you gotta take for
I mean-
relationship wise. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe this person is gonna change. You know, maybe they
Yeah.
don't change their ways. Let me give them another chance. It's a calculated risk.
Mhm.
They want to receive that benefit, so that's why they're giving out those chances.
Oh yeah. And then I think
That's a
once you
fact.
give out that second chance after, or anything after the second chance, it's like you kind of do blame yourself. You have to blame yourself at a point, like
because those calculated risks, those percentages is
Yeah.
going down
It's
and
like-
down and down.
it's like
and
this-
down.
The more the times they
yeah,
repeat it,
it's like
going
this,
down.
like
Yeah.
it's like this person is showing me who they are,
Yeah.
and I keep.
So it's
So,
for that
At the
exact
end of-
reason.
It's
Yeah.
like gambling.
It's
At
ga-
that
it is-
point,
no,
it's
it is
gambling.
No,
It's not even gambling. They like, you know you gonna you know you about to lose.
but it's for that exact reason that I blame the person that's forgiving. Because yes, like Ade said, J. Cole lyric, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice,
Can't put
shame
the
on you.
blame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me
three
three times. The
Yeah.
peace sign.
Yeah.
For me,
Sure.
at the end of
The
the day, you gotta understand like why am I doing this? Why do they see this as a chance to get back my life, even though they've done me dirty? Regardless of what the circumstances,
Sure.
as if it's affecting your health or affecting your mental or affecting the way you perceive the world, it's damaging, regardless of how much it is on your life.
Right.
You feel me? So if you're giving that person multiple chances to do it again and again and again, you are to blame for whatever comes with that. Like
Yeah.
I cannot feel sorry for that person. Like for me, there are a lot of circumstances where people are like abused. They go back to their abuser, you feel me? Because they don't know anything different. And I feel for them. I empathize for them. But I would ask them like, damn, like
When
there has
is
to be
enough?
there has to be an opportunity where you could
You
call
gotta
them
put
like,
yourself first.
yeah, like
Facts.
don't go back. Like there's anything, and for me, a lot of those chances, a lot of those circumstances, they have nowhere to go. Like even if they try to leave, the abuser will come back, get the police. But a lot of people don't believe in 911 because I ain't gonna lie, that's a different topic for another day.
That's
That
another
is-
topic.
But
Not even-
That's a good topic.
That's
too.
that's another topic for another day. But like my point is like, there's only so much we can do before we have to look in the mirror and say, why is this person think I'm prey? I'm not an animal. I'm not something that you could feed off of. And that's what a lot of the people asking for forgiveness want. They want somebody to feed off them. They feed off their energy or their money or their health. They feeding off of something. They just using them as an opportunity to get or do better in life. So I don't know. I think both are to blame. I'll say 45.
Both are
50.
definitely to blame, but who's more
Who
to
more?
blame?
I gave my answer.
What you think I did?
I think
It's a tough one.
It is,
I think it's the person that's giving out the chances. I think it is that person because
eventually,
it's only human nature to take advantage of that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's gonna keep feeding you,
yeah.
like just
You keep getting a
giving
slap
you
on
the
the wrist.
go
You
away,
keep getting a slap on the
of
wrist.
course, yeah, you just gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
You keep touching fire, you're not getting burned. if I was a kid and I touched fire and I'm not getting burned, I'm want to keep touching that fire. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna get burned, there's no repercussion to it. So I can't really blame that person for doing that. It's only human nature.
Not word.
So
You feel me? Let us know what y'all think.
word.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let us know
Word.
if one side is more to blame for compared to another side. I don't know. Besides that, it's like just don't be taken advantage of. That's the main point of everything. Like you can give chances out as many as you want, but at the point of you're compromising your own self, is it worth it? I don't think so.
Amen. Don't let people take advantage of you.
Anything in life.
It's a certain yeah, and with anything in life, it's just a certain amount of times where you just gotta sit back and say, okay, this person's not gonna change, giving them too many chances. Forgive from a distance.
Never forget.
Or
Never forget.
if you're gonna give it a chance, no one to cut it off.
That
No.
We all been through that. We all been there, done that. You feel me? I promise you ain't happening no more though.
Word.
But yeah, it's been another episode of Boss Talks. This is your boy up there.
Been your boy Ade. Like, comment, subscribe.
Our brother Zay on the spot. Make sure y'all sharing too. Holla at y'all. Boss Talks.
That's good.
Lately I've been thinking what's the better route. Gotta watch at that back door, they tryna take me out.